I have grown up very used to a certain kind of lifestyle.
Spoiled.
Everyone I was seeing was on social media and was traveling.
I thought we kind of all understood that on Instagram, when we look at Instagram, we know Instagram's not real life.
My hair, my nails, all of those things, they all are a huge part of my identity.
It's not survival.
Maybe for you.
Not having an emergency fund is an emergency.
My emergency is when my nails don't get done.
DollarWise is finally here, sending waves through the personal finance world. This is officially now the best budgeting app on the market, and I'm giving you a special deal to download, but only through March 31st. Take a free 3-day trial to test it out, and then you get the monthly plan at a 33% discount for the first 3 months, or the annual plan at an insane 50% discount. And with the annual, you get my budget-friendly cookbook and my brand new 30-day detailed budget meal plan signed by me and mailed directly to you. And after March 31st, the cookbook is going away forever, so this is literally your last chance. Don't miss the opportunity of a lifetime. Download DollarWise and start your free trial. Go to dollarwise.com or click the link below.
Hi, I'm Iris. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming to Austin. What do you do for a living in Charleston?
I am a restaurant manager out there.
Cool. What kind of restaurant are you managing?
It's a resort restaurant, so all kinds of resort guests.
Charleston, it is a touristy type town. Love it. It's definitely one of my favorite cities for sure that I've been to. How much you making being a restaurant manager?
So I actually just switched jobs. So I work
to restaurant manager?
No, so I was a restaurant manager at one restaurant and I just moved restaurants. So prior to this new job, I haven't gotten payroll from it yet. However, I was...
Well, you should know your pay. You accepted the job.
I did, but I haven't gotten it.
But you should know your pay. You accepted the job.
Previously, it was $15.53.
Yeah, but is it the same pay?
No. So I did get a raise.
Previous doesn't matter?
So now...
What's the offer that you accepted?
So the offer now is on a biweekly basis, $2,300.
$2,300. Mm-hmm. That's the salary?
Yeah, so it's 60.
Is it salary or is it?
It's salary. It's $60,000.
$60,000 a year.
Yes, I was making $52,000 prior to when I started this new job.
Okay, so $60,000 a year. I think call it after everything is called 45 net, maybe just about. So I'm thinking about $3,750 a month net. Does that sound about right?
Yes, prior to any kind of 401k contributions, that would be correct.
Okay, good. Now, Charleston, South Carolina is not one of the more expensive states in the country. Charleston, I actually don't really know for sure. How you doing? 37. Well, you haven't had that amount hit yet.
No, I haven't.
But how you doing there?
I'm okay. I live with 2 roommates. It's the only way that I can kind of offset the cost of living out there.
Is rent brutally expensive in Charleston?
Yeah, for the most part. It's not fun.
Not fun?
No.
Well, it's not fun. What are you struggling with?
It's just expensive to live anywhere without having any kind of roommate.
Anywhere? That's not 100% true. You can budget in, even at the max, I wouldn't want you to push to 40% net, but you could as long as you're budgeting everything properly. You could.
The keyword
I
there
think you
is
could do
properly.
$1,500.
The keyword there is
obviously, but saying that no one can do it's a lie.
Well, I didn't say
that's
no
not
one.
true.
It's just hard.
Okay. Well, what's the hard part to you? You just don't want to budget, or? No,
it's not that I don't want to budget. I have grown up very used to a certain kind of lifestyle, and it's...
What's the lifestyle? What do you? Okay, I could see spoiled white girl. I could see that. Is that your past, spoiled white girl?
Yeah, kind of. I'm the youngest in my family, so I'm the baby. I'm very much just like family is always.
I'm the baby. Well, you're 25. You're not a baby.
I'm the baby of the family.
If that's where your worldview's at, though, we're already starting on the wrong foot when you go into adulthood. Okay, how would you say that is impacting you if that's such a big part of your everything?
I grew up just very much... I never really had to think about money or worry about money growing up. So
good. You're a child. I would hope not.
Going into adulthood, I didn't...
Wait. Listen, it's rare for parents to do a whole budgeting trick with their kids or like taking taxes or making them budget from their allowance. Most of us grow up without having to know anything about money unless the household's in really bad financial situations, and then you kind of start seeing that. But if you're doing well, Yeah, you're a child. I don't think they're sitting you down for the budget conversations.
No, they didn't really, not until.
Well, no, I'm saying no one does. So I don't know if we can hold on to that for destroying our 20s.
Honestly, like it was. I just never really thought about it when because I lived with my parents until I was 23 years old.
Why?
So, I lived with them all through college. It was just the easiest.
Which is fine.
I went to college in Chicago. I'm from Chicago originally. I've lived in South Carolina almost 2 years now.
Oh, you moved completely out to Charleston.
I did.
Listen, I do like Charleston, but that doesn't seem like the place we moved to from anywhere. Why?
I just went through a really bad breakup back in 2023, like early 2023.
Breakup equals Charleston.
So,
I haven't heard that equation before, personally.
Really?
Breakup equals Charleston?
Exactly. I like that
No,
one.
I haven't.
So,
I've been broken up with. I've broken up with as well.
And you didn't move to
Neither of
Charleston?
which have ended up to Charleston. No.
It's a good equation.
Okay.
So I moved to Charleston about a year after that breakup happened.
Okay.
I wanted to get out of Chicago.
Sure, that's fine.
I wanted to move out of my parents' house. I wanted to kind of live on my own. I had a friend.
You don't have to move cross country, though, in order to live on your own. But I understand wanting to leave the city you've been born and raised in. That's fine. Especially wanting to escape the winter and gray skies. I get it. I've done it.
Part of it was wanting to escape like the seasonal depression that Chicago had. Another part of it is it's cheaper to live in Charleston than it is Chicago.
Charleston's like one of the cheapest major cities in the country.
Yeah.
If Charleston's even cheaper than that, then I don't know how the you're struggling on your income.
I make poor spending choices, Caleb.
Well, no shit, everyone does. Obviously, that would be the reason, and you can fix that reason. And you've been in Charleston for 3 years.
A little under 2.
Okay, 2 years. That's a decent amount of time to correct behavior. I understand. Okay, move out for the first time, move to a new city. Maybe you go crazy for 3 to 6 months. Okay, fine. Let's call it that. But 2 years, come on.
Yeah, we went crazy for about a year.
Okay, well, that leaves a year of non-chaos. What's the issue?
I spend too much in categories that I have no business spending in.
But over the last year of the not going crazy year, wouldn't be a thing anymore.
I guess longer than a year I've gone.
Did you live rent-free with the parents throughout college?
Yes, I did. Okay.
What's going on today, though? What are we talking about?
My biggest issue right now is I spend money traveling. I spend money on...
But I thought our big intent was to move out, get independence, but now you're just traveling anywhere, where you could live in Chicago. I don't know if it's cheaper or not, but at least closer to family, or, get a little taste of what it's like to live outside of the house and then travel a lot more. Potentially.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you have to move out and do the whole travel the world at the same time. Like move out cross country plus travel.
I wanted to live independently. I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do, and I wanted to not look at my money and my financial statements. And I'd never really had to be an adult prior to any of this. So I just decided, I'm just going to live my life.
Well, yeah, you got hyper enabled.
I had a really bad mental idea of money in the sense that.
Okay, what was your idea?
I was just kind of like, well, you know what? Everyone's in credit card debt that's my age.
Wrong again, idiot.
Everyone I was seeing was on social media and was traveling and doing all these things.
But I thought maybe the rest of the world is just, but I considered myself pretty as well. But I thought we kind of all understood that on Instagram, when we look at Instagram, we know Instagram's not real life. I thought we all kind of accepted that a few years ago. Are we still broken?
It's hard. It's hard to see everything I've deleted social media apps off my phone multiple times.
You don't
just
have
to try.
That doesn't make you travel. I see things all the time and I'm like, oh, that person's either in debt or they're just posting the absolute highlights or their parents are paying for it, and that's not real life.
Yeah, I've had to delete social media off my phone multiple times for a lot of different reasons, but one of that was that it was a direct correlation to me wanting to spend money that I didn't have.
You can want to spend money and say no. You can have discipline. I need you to live in a healthy balance where you're able to see things, including things you walk by on a storefront, and be able to tell yourself no. Are you still babied by your parents today?
No, kinda.
No, kinda.
I'm trying to
What
think.
does that look like? Because I mean that is a big concern. I mean, listen, you do have responsibility in a lot of things you do, but being enabled all throughout until 23 is obviously going to put you at a disadvantage. Now, you could have learned adult skills, adult responsibilities if you put a little bit of effort into it. I'm not fully excusing you there, but if they're still babying you from there, they're like, what the fuck are you ever going to grow up? Are you ever going to be living on your own? If you're the youngest, that means your parents are also older, which means they're not going to be here forever. No one's will be. But especially if you're the youngest. Like, what are you going to do without them? I don't know. I need to set you up for success.
I can't even think about what I'm going to do without them.
Well, that's because you haven't actually done anything yourself. So what's the babying they're doing today?
So as of right now, I don't pay for my car or my phone.
How the fuck are you then?
I didn't want to look at it. I wanted to ignore it. I wanted to live in this ignorance is bliss mindset. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to look at it.
No. If you know it exists, it's not ignorance is bliss then.
I didn't want to look at any of the statements.
That's negligence.
Then negligence is bliss.
No, that's horrible. That's you actively choosing not to do something that you know exists. That's not ignorance. Ignorance is you just don't know. I mean, why do I have a note here? If you have the car taken care of, why are you so annoyed that you have to take like 30 minutes out of your time to go get it checked? Like you're that much of a spoiled brat that you're not even willing to go get the car check that they'll likely pay for. To 30 minutes of your precious little Charleston time.
Getting a car checked is longer than 30 minutes.
Well, it depends. I don't know what's it getting checked for?
So I ran over an alligator.
Okay, but why do you need to get it checked? It sounds like you won the battle.
My parents want me to get the undercarriage of my car checked. And yes, I have been putting.
Is there a light that is on?
No, they just want to make sure that the car is okay.
Well, if they're paying for it, shouldn't you go do that and do any kind of personal responsibility whatsoever? Oftentimes you can drop off, Uber home, Uber wherever you want to go, and then go back. What? That still takes 30 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
Come on, you're a spoiled princess. No, you're still getting enabled, so I'm not happy with it. But I could accept it. However, they're paying for this, and yet you're not even willing to go take a look at take 30 minutes out of your day to get the car looked at. That's gross. That's gross. What's wrong with you? Why?
I would have to drive 2 hours to and from my job for a long time. So trying to get a rental car, I worked very far away from my home. And so worked up my old job.
Okay, you don't. You got this job a second ago.
Yeah, about a week ago.
Well, there you go. You had a whole week to go put in a car. You just drive up. And even still, do it on a fucking day that you don't work. I know there's days you don't work. Don't be a moron. They're just looking at your undercarriage. They're not even, is that what it's called, undercarriage?
I think it's the undercarriage.
Or is that what they call like vagina and buttholes?
I think it's the undercarriage of your car. Because the whole like part that you sit in is the carriage. I think. I
don't know, but even still, by the way, it was a 45-minute away job. Fact checked. You're trying to over-exaggerate
an hour to and an hour back.
Drop it off somewhere near your job. Have them check it out while you're at work. Go there early. Shut up. What are you talking about?
There's not a whole lot of places near my job. I worked on
Dude. Also, I know you don't work every single day. No one does.
No, I don't. I had just started this new job. I am also a grad student, so I am still in school right now.
Gradually studenting what?
I am getting my master's degree in elementary education.
For f***ing why? That's not even close to what you're doing. What kind of time and money is this worth? Masters in elementary? Do you need a master's in South Carolina? Is it one of those weird states?
No, you don't.
Fuck off.
You don't need a master's degree in South Carolina for it. But I need to get I want to be a teacher. So I need to get my teaching licensure, and a master's program would allow for me to get my licensure, take the coursework that I need to.
Dude, how much are you spending on this?
It's about $8,000 a year in tuition.
That's not Why is this so cheap, actually?
It's all online asynchronous. I go through.
That's what we want from our teachers. Okay.
It's the COVID school experience.
$4,325 per 6-month term. Okay, but even still, I mean, is that why you accept your parents' money? Like, are they ever going to cut you off? Like, what?
So I've talked to my parents a little bit about taking on the car payment.
Why are you taking it on? Well, what's the conversation? You reach out to them saying, yes, please let me spend my money?
I actually reached out to them and I was like, hey, I kind of want to start building my independence from you. They want me to get myself out of debt before any kind of bad debt before I take on.
In that?
No, the car is not included.
They want you to get out of debt. If that's your big goal, how much debt do you have?
About $15,000 in bad debt.
How much?
About $15,000 in bad debt.
How much debt do you have?
Debt? 70, 65 to 70.
$61,902.51. Bad debt. Which, I mean, the student loans are stacking up, don't get me wrong, especially on an I don't think South Carolina teachers are known for being paid the highest, especially in elementary school.
No, their schedule, their salary schedule's not great.
You know, the student loans are approaching 45, and that'll be higher if you are borrowing for now. Bad debt, that's approaching 18,000.
So.
How many hours a week are you working? How many hours go to the school?
20 to 25 hours a week on school during my regular school time. And then if I'm ever doing exams, clinical hours or anything, it bumps up to 30 to 40 hours a week for school.
Okay. How are you balancing all this? Are you?
By a thread.
School?
It's challenging. And I think I have allowed myself to kind of just be like, well, I'm in school, I'm working all these hours, so it doesn't matter. I don't pay for the car. I can just do it whenever I get the time, and then the time comes and I'm exhausted, and so I don't do it. But my mom is getting on me about wanting to make sure that I get the car taken in. So,
have you ever budgeted a day in your life?
I have.
Parents is doing things?
Yes, I have. And I've seen the way that you budget all of your stuff. And
what, a little too aggressive for you?
Your TP fund is bullshit. It is.
Okay.
The way that you budget all of like that extra stuff, when I do know that you put a budget together at the end of all of your shows, and I need to know that like when you do budgeting for me, it
might not cover a blowout if you're trying to get out of debt.
I did this myself.
But still,
don't insult my skill.
I don't know your skill.
I have a lot. The thing about like it's expensive to have upkeep. You are not a girl. You don't understand.
You don't. No. You understand the budget we make is a minimum survival budget. You are wearing makeup right now. That's lovely. We support it. If you want to do that, that's great. It is not in a minimum survival budget.
This should be
for survival for a living. Like you will die. Like we're talking roof overhead, food on the tables, utilities paid for. This is a survival budget we're making.
But the thing is,
tampons can fit in there quite easily in the budget that we make for the TP fund. Many times people have money left over in their TP fund and they can use it for fun.
Well, the whole thing for me, like my hair, my nails, the way that I look, all of that.
Yep, nails is not survival.
It is for me.
It's literally not. You will not die. I mean, I know you've been spoiled your entire life. You will not die.
It's all a part of my identity. And that is such a, like...
Spoiled. If that's the identity we want to put on, you're doing it very well. I don't know if that's what you want to put on.
No, the way that I look, my hair, my nails, all of those things, they all are a huge part of my identity.
I agree. I want you to do it. It's not survival.
Maybe for you.
No, it's not survival for anyone. It's what I want you to do. It's what you can easily fit into your 30% when you can spend 30% on fun. It isn't survival. Not having an emergency fund is an emergency.
I've heard you say that before.
Uh-huh.
My emergency is when my nails don't get done.
I mean, that's stupid. How can you even possibly say that? I mean, that's just like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't impact you.
It does.
Okay. No. It doesn't impact you on a survival standpoint is what I'm trying to say.
It impacts me and my ability to feel like myself, to go through the rest of my life. If the way that I look, the way that I feel is off, my mental is off, my physical is off, and then...
Well, I mean, I'll put in a gym subscription.
I do have a gym subscription.
Are you using it?
I am. I use that to do my weightlifting and then I run.
I think that's more important to looks than nails.
Maybe in your
We're
mind.
all 20 pounds away from being sexy as
I mean...
Dude, nails can be pricey.
They are pricey, yes.
I pay for my girl to get her nails done.
So you understand.
I have money, I can budget. I have a TP fund set aside and it fits in it. I'm not a spoiled brat. I saved my money. I acted responsibly. I'm in a place where I can do it. At this point in your life,
but you didn't always act responsibly.
No, I didn't. But when I started to change, which people come on the show to change, which you said you did, This is where you start acting responsibly. When I worked to get out of debt, when I worked to get an emergency fund, I wasn't blowing all my money on bullshit. Little rewards along the way, absolutely, and we can bake those in and we can celebrate with them. That is fine. But the budget we make at the end is not a go live and have a shit ton of fun budget. It is a minimum survival, what you need to survive budget, and what can we do around there. When people have the wiggle room for fun spending, I put it in, and you can put your nails in that thing. I don't know if you have that wiggle room or not. I don't know. I mean, the fact that your parents pay for some of your bills already helps, but that money should probably be going to putting extra towards that anyway. Your hair, it's dyed, it's highlighted, right?
I do
That's
highlight
expensive.
my hair. It is, especially in the Charleston area. And in my opinion, it's worth it.
Are you stupid or something?
Worth a dollar amount, maybe, but not when you don't have an emergency fund. Because well, your parents will bail you out. That's why you don't understand. That's why you don't have a respect for the dollar. You don't have a respect for an emergency fund, because no emergency will have ever popped up for you at this point. But you need to prepare yourself for when they're not there to bail you out, because that's when an emergency will actually be an emergency, as an unpredictable cost you money you don't have, and then then you lose a roof over your head.
As essential as those things are, to me.
A roof?
Yes.
Pretty essential.
I just said that it was. As essential as those things are.
Which is a weird thing to say about keeping a roof over your head, but sorry, continue.
I also find things like my hair, my nails, all of that stuff to be essential
not as
for me.
essential as a roof.
Not as essential.
There we go. They're in different categories, just like murders. Not every murder is the same. If you accidentally murdered an alligator, it is not the same as intentionally going out there and blowing an alligator's head off, okay? There are degrees of murder.
Didn't murder the alligator.
There are degrees of murder. There are degrees of needs. I am talking about survival.
All right, the alligator walked away from that accident. I left with a lot of emotional trauma.
Good, you deserve it. That's not true. Nah. Emotional trauma for hitting an alligator.
Yes, I felt so bad for hitting that alligator. At least it wasn't a deer. It didn't totally total my windshield.
Well, you don't know anything because you won't get your car checked out that they're paying for, and they really want you to get checked out.
I will take my car in to get checked out. I will
Good. I don't know why you haven't. How long have they been asking? Before we jump back in, this part of the video is sponsored by Kickoff. Let me tell you something that still annoys me. When I financed my car, my credit was sitting in the low 500s. If it had just been over 600, I could have saved over $2,000 in interest. That is vacation money. That is new laptop money. That is therapy money. And that's where Kickoff comes in. Kickoff is the #1 credit building app in the App Store, and plans start at just $5 a month. No credit check, no hidden fees, no interest. When I started using it, I was building from those low 500s. Users under 600 grew an average of 25 points in their first month with on-time payments. That is real progress just from consistency. Here's what I like. The account immediately helps diversify your credit mix. Then every small on-time payment builds positive payment history. And because the payments are tiny, your credit utilization stays healthy. You can even set up auto pay so you never miss. Start building credit with Kickoff today and get your first month for as little as $1. That is 80% off when you go to the link in the description below. Must sign up via my link to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only. Subject to approval. Offer subject to change. New car financing savings based on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado MSRP with $10,000 down payment and 5-year financing for subprime borrowers versus those over 600 nationwide ARP, average for new cars. Actual savings and financing factors may vary. Source Experian, April 2025. Average first month credit score impact of plus 25 points. Vantage score 3.0 between January 2024 and November 2024 for Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who purchased at least one item with credit account, and who paid one on time in their first month. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary. Thanks again to Kickoff for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. You suck with money, so you download a budgeting app. You start with the classic one, YNAB, but everyone just deletes it because it's way too complicated to use. So you go to Every Dollar. That's Dave Ramsey, the personal finance guy, right? Well, they're gonna force you to use it his way. That's not very personal finances. Rocket Money, they got a lot of commercials, but they're owned by Rocket Mortgage. Guess what they wanna sell you in the end? Then there's the new guy on the block, Monarch. Hundreds of millions of dollars of private equity raising so far. But private equity doesn't have the best track record when it comes to private data. That's why I like DollarWise, built by these people just like you, for people just like you. No private equity, no gimmicks, just the best budgeting app there is. Download it now, start the free trial, dollarwise.com, link in the description below.
Too long.
How long have they been asking?
I hit the alligator.
Spoiled brat.
I
How
hit
long?
the alligator in August.
What the is wrong with you? You don't pay for it and they just want to make sure it's okay and that you're safe. What is wrong with you? Then you feel like you have to get the hair did, nails did. You can fit a lot of these things in the TP fund. It will be doing your own nails. Yes, you can put makeup in there. Tampons, they fit.
I don't need to put those in there.
Okay.
Sorry.
She's bloodless. Well done.
Thank
That
you.
is cheaper.
Yeah, it is. Pink taxes.
Yes.
Horrid.
Pink tax is a thing. You can fit it in the TP fund for minimum survival. I've seen people complain about it. I don't give a they don't understand that it's a survival budget. It's not the rest of your life budget. This is a getting out of debt and getting a fully funded emergency fund budget.
What do you consider to be fully funded emergency fund?
6 months of living expenses, or
Okay.
12 months if you own your own business, or if you're an independent contractor, potentially 9 to 12.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know what because I feel like
So are we aligned, or are you still dumb?
6 months makes sense to me.
$300 for highlights, $160 for a cut. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Come on. You don't need that for survival.
I do.
Look like every raggedy ass bitch that's in South Carolina. You'll be fine,
I don't want to.
but you'll fit in.
I like to stand out. I got my undergrad in acting. You think that I want to fit in?
Your undergrad in acting?
I did. And
What
I
are
know
you doing with that?
I know
You're doing
you
nothing
got-
with
I know
it.
that you got an art degree too, so you can't say shit
No,
about
I
it.
dropped out. Listen, what the what a waste of a degree. You're doing nothing with it. You're working in retail.
Restaurant.
Service.
I was gonna say F&B.
Service, sorry.
I don't find it to be a waste of a degree. Now,
Well, you're not using it. And you have $44,698 of student loans.
yeah. Value of what my degree cost versus value of what my degree is giving me is, I will tell you, it's in the negatives, 100%.
Well, no shit, so it's not worth it.
I found my degree to be worth it.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Mathematically, it's not. What is the worth it? You had fun. That's great. You can have fun without $45,000.
I learned a lot. I learned.
By acting.
I learned there are.
What were you trying to do?
I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be in the film
Where'd
and
you
television
go?
world. I went to Columbia College, Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
So I wanted to be in the film and television world.
Did you do anything?
I did some work.
Huh?
You're on this podcast now, but you're going to be a teacher.
Yeah, I did some work in the industry. However, I was in my undergrad when COVID hit, and everything kind of went to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, but that ended relatively quickly.
But the industry changed so much that I didn't really want to continue working in that industry, but I wanted to finish out my degree. And that's why I'm going in to get my master's degree now, because I want to start an actual career, because I don't want to be in F&B for the rest of my life.
F&B?
Food and bev.
Oh,
Restaurants.
I thought it was a fat bitch, but I got you. No, it's not true. Actually, I don't know what you are. It's very hard to tell with that clothing. What do you...
This is my favorite dress, so don't knock it till you try it.
I don't think I'm going to try it.
Really? I think it would fit nicely on you.
Are we swapping?
Why not?
What do you think your finance score is? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
1.
If you want your financial score, take the assessment. It is free at calebhammer.com. See where you stand in the world of money. See where you're doing poorly, where you need to improve, where you're doing shit, where you're doing great. It tells you all of it. Only takes a few minutes. And again, it is free. And if you don't want to be like a guest who ends up on the show, make sure you download the DollarWise budgeting app. It is my preferred budgeting app. So many new features have been added recently. It's incredible. You'll love it. Get your free trial, dollarwise.app. Sign up for the annual version if you want to save a lot of money. And when you do, for a couple months left, and then it's gone forever, can't be purchased, I will sign my budget-friendly cookbook and mail it directly to you. Dollarwise.app. All those links in the description below. Let's jump into these finances, shall we?
You have a good haircut in that photo.
It's the same haircut.
It looks different in that one.
I may have laid a little different
Maybe it's
that
just
day.
because you're smiling, so you don't look as dead inside in the photo as you
Why?
do.
Am I not, like, joyful and just...
Joyful?
Yeah,
Smile. Let's see.
I am.
Smiling on the inside.
South Carolina Federal Credit Union. What do you have going on with them?
Personal loan.
Why? At 25 with your parents supporting you? I am confused. Why would you have a personal loan?
I did a debt consolidation.
Why? With your parents supporting you? Why?
So basically, I was paying the minimum payments on my credit cards, and I called my dad once, and I kind of was like, hey, What should I do? I was living alone for the first time, trying to figure out how to pay my bills. My minimum payments felt like a lot at the moment. And he was like, well, why don't you consider...
Who said that?
My dad.
Okay. And they weren't going to bail you out? Not that I want them to, but...
No, they didn't want...
It sounded like they would be.
But when I called my dad, I lied to him about where I was financially. And I was like, yeah, totally. I've 100% fixed my behavior and changed what I was doing. And he was like, well, why don't you just go get a debt consolidation? Why don't you just go to a credit union and see what they have to offer you?
And he said it would just be an end-all, fix-all. Suggested? What was your thought? You went into it and got it?
I did. So I went to a credit union that was near me, and I walked in and I was like, hey, this is the amount of debt that I have. These are the credit cards. And the interest rate that they put my loan at was significantly lower than what my credit card interest rate was. And so it seemed like a good idea at the time, but I didn't change any of
what
my...
happened?
I have a certain standard of living that I wasn't willing to give up yet.
What's that? You have roommates. What's your standard of living you're not willing to give up?
Just
Coming from spoiled background.
Just shopping, taking care of myself.
What's taking care of yourself? Your blowout?
Getting my hair done, getting my nails done.
Even that with your income, if budgeted, that wouldn't make or break you. You have to infinitely spend more than you make, like a lot more.
And I was. And...
Was? Okay, very good. How much did you spend last month?
Oh,
we know what comes in.
Yeah.
Like 27 on normal? 3 maybe? 32?
31.
31 comes in. What went out?
Is that on checking credit, all
everything?
of it?
What went out? What was spent? What's gone?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say probably somewhere near $6,000.
That's insane. $4,534.47.
I did.
If you said was, how can you possibly say 6? What the
I just kind of...
That's not was?
I assumed. I was like, I wanted to...
But that's not was, though. That still is.
I thought that it was worse than it actually is.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. When you say was, it makes it sound like you were bad, but you still are. If you're saying 6,000, I mean, you still are. If like 31 comes in and you spend 40, what was it, 45? 45.
The reason I thought it was 6,000 is because I knew that 3 paychecks hit on that statement that I sent you. So I figured it was somewhere in the ballpark of 1,500 to 2,000 more than I bring in.
So it's still not was, though. It still is. There's no change. You're suggesting change. There's no change. Where's the change?
There's more awareness now at this moment in time than there was.
But you're doing nothing with the awareness. Isn't that worse than ignorance? Again, going back to that.
I guess. Yeah, yes.
Then what are you saying?
What I'm trying to say is, looking through all of those statements, I had never really sat down and actually tracked what I was spending.
Why? Because isn't that what's all necessary if you're going to say was and now is?
I do it now. I track all of my spending now. I look at my statements now. And so I guess if you're going to look at any kind of behavior change that did happen, I do that. I still struggle with impulse control when it comes to spending. I still struggle with impulse control when it comes to seeing what other people are doing and trying to...
So what's the cope? How do you deal with that?
How do I deal with overspending?
How do you deal with that? If you see what other people are doing, what is the answer?
Right. I mean, it was just buying things and spending money that I didn't have.
You keep saying was.
It is. It's buying things.
How much did you spend going out to eat last month?
600, 700?
Dude, it was 1,026. What the are you doing? Even now with your better income, that's still over a fourth. Over a fourth! Well, you have debt. Well, mommy and daddy are giving you all this money and paying your bills. Well, you're consolidating debt. Well, you're a was and now is. You was, now is. You is. You are spending over $1,000, over a fourth of your income on going out to eat. Was? What are you talking about, was? There is no was, there only is and still is and forever will be unless you actually look at what you're spending, of which you won't do.
I do it now. I didn't do it when I sent, and I know that over 1 month isn't enough to consider it a behavior change.
But this is that month. This is that month. So what the are you talking about? There's not an indication of a behavior change.
No, there isn't.
Well, then what are you talking about? Just because you know.
I make all my payments. I pay all my bills. So
we'll see about that. Every time someone has said that, they basically have late payments, by the way. But either way, pause. The thing is, you just being knowledgeable about, wow, I really would like to not be in debt for a month is nothing. Because you still went and did the same actions as before. If not, that's even worse. Because if you all of a sudden had that mindset and wanted to fix it but then didn't, that is worse than, again, being in ignorance. That is what this conversation is about so far. You can't give yourself a W by all of a sudden knowing you're in debt and not wanting to be in debt, but not doing anything to fix it. That's not a win. Where's the win? That's not a win. I mean, I heard you have a boyfriend and your future is all dependent on you getting your shit together.
Yeah.
And you had a nervous breakdown when talking about your finances to him.
I did.
Tell me about it.
So he and I started dating earlier this year, and we started talking about where our finances were, and after a couple of days, I told him that I had credit card debt. I never really told him how much. And then he kind of asked me, he was like, hey, seriously, like, where are you at in your debt? And
how quickly into your dating?
Pretty quickly. I mean, I didn't want to, we both kind of are on the same page that we're ready to be with our person.
Yeah.
And so we kind of just wanted to make sure we aligned on certain stuff and finances, kids, all that. We wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. And he was like, how much credit card debt are you really in? Because he knew that my parents bailed me out of a lot of stuff. He knew that.
He already knew that.
Yeah.
He knew that previously. And he's like, let me lock down that.
He knew that my parents helped me financially. Yes. I don't think he realized how much. And so when I told him.
You want to be with a non-independent person, though. Someone that can't manage themselves. Because that means all of a sudden he becomes the dependent.
I have made that joke to him multiple times. It's not really a joke. That's the problem.
Well, what's the joke? That you're going to be dependent on him?
We'll just go from spending daddy's money to daddy's money.
So the nervous breakdown, what happened?
So I broke down to him and I was like,
you call him daddy.
That was a joke.
Let me see what this man looks like. Let me see if he looks like a daddy.
All right. That's him.
Well, he could be daddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's him. So I broke down crying and I finally admitted to him what I'd been lying to myself about, what I'd been lying to my parents about, which is just where I was debt-wise. I was lying to I didn't want to think about the fact that I was in debt because I didn't want to change my behavior. I just wanted to keep spending money and being a spoiled little brat. I mean, I'm sorry.
Okay, with your spending, you still are. If this conversation was months and months and months and months ago, you didn't change.
No, I didn't. I wanted to keep spending money, and so I just ignored it and I just let it keep going. And I told.
Okay, call him
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Because his personal loan's at $2,869.12. What's the minimum monthly payment?
$175.
And what's the interest rate?
12.5.
13.5.
13.5.
Minimum monthly payment $152.45.
Oh, I pay $175 every month.
Well, I don't understand the point of a little more on a few different accounts instead of actually focusing on something but call them.
All right.
Listen, if we consolidated this almost 14% loan, build all our debt back up because we didn't change our behavior, then you haven't done anything. What the f are we doing? Editors bleep his name.
If he is.
My guy, I just have to talk to you for a second.
Okay.
The thing is, your girlfriend here, who we are calling Iris, and you're anonymous, you guys had a pretty rough conversation months ago, how she finally accepted what she has been hiding to herself, hiding from you, hiding from her parents about how much debt she was in so that she could finally confront it. Right? Isn't that how that conversation went? She wanted to finally expose it so she could fix it.
Yes.
And she wanted to fix it for you because you guys are like, we are ready to settle down. We should be forever people, right?
Yes.
Dude.
God.
But this isn't even close to what has happened after that. All she did was acknowledge how much debt she had. Then she didn't change her life. How much do you think she spent going out to eat alone last month? Just going out to eat. Just going out to eat. We'll bring in $3,100. Just going out to eat.
I have no idea.
What would you guess? Gut.
500.
So that would,
God.
changing her behavior. Changing her behavior would be cutting back a little, learning how to budget, acting like a an adult and having conversations about her money if she wanted to settle down and actually be with you. Well, she spent $1,000 on going out to eat last month, over $1,000 going out to eat. She spent a third of her previous income before her new job going out to eat last month. Months after having conversations about how she wants to fix things.
Yeah, I had no idea about that. I have not been that much into her personal finances. I just know that she has been putting together budgets. Wasn't sure if she'd been following them. No,
she probably right, because this is what she does. This is what she has tried to form as a W in this entire conversation, is that because she thinks about her debt, because, I acknowledge that my debt exists, she counts that as the win. That's it. It's like thinking, I'm fat, I should go on a diet, and then that's the win. No, you actually have to do the thing. She doesn't do the thing. She never does any action. She does the thought of the budget, she makes the budget, then she doesn't follow it. And this is with, I'm assuming you pay for a lot of extra dinners on top of this, right?
I wouldn't say a lot, but yeah, we go out once in a while.
Well, there you go. And then she blows $1,000 going out to eat. Miscellaneous bullshit. This could be random things. This could be stopping in, getting an energy drink. This could be, who knows? It could be a video game. I don't see her as a gamer, but who knows? It could be that kind of stuff. Miscellaneous bullshit. That is an additional $1,200. So minimum spent before we even go into other categories and see what might be bullshit. Minimum spent on bullshit. Minimum spent on bullshit last month alone is $2,200. She brings in, before her most recent job, but at the time of this job, $3,100. Bullshit, $2,200 minimum.
Jeez.
Is this not upsetting? Because you guys had this awakening conversation months ago. No,
it is upsetting. I didn't know. I had no idea that she wasn't following the budgets. She'd just been talking about making them.
Oh, well, mommy and daddy comes in and pays for the bills. When she doesn't fix this behavior and mommy and daddy all of a sudden become husband and wife, as in you and her, all of a sudden you become the person that pays all her bills and all her mistakes and bails her out every second. You know that, right? This just gets transferred onto you.
Yeah, I know how it works.
How does that make you feel?
We haven't really talked about the whole being a parachute type thing, because I know she has her parents for now, but it's frightening.
Yeah. You guys have talked about being forever people. What would be required to change? What would this be required to look like for you to even consider that? Because if I'm being completely honest right now, keep dating her. She doesn't seem like a bad person. Horrible finances, spoiled little brat, absolutely. But would I say marry her? Not even close. I would say run. What would have to change? What would this have to look like for you to nail down the relationship in a more marriage way?
I'd have to know that she's following the budgets that she's making, doing more than just thinking about it and actually putting in the action.
What would you want those budgets to look like?
I don't know. Numbers are something that I definitely haven't thought of, and not something that I can throw out willy-nilly right now. But I would definitely say, because I know this is something that's been stressing her out a lot lately too. And obviously that's not good for a relationship as a whole.
No.
Yeah, I think it would be good for everybody. And I don't know. If she agrees, I'd definitely be happy to be more involved in things. But
is it acceptable for one's partner to be stressed about something and put that stress and then make the other person feel stressed because of that? But the thing that is causing
Are you trying to ruin my relationship right now?
The thing that is causing that person's stress is not being changed in any way whatsoever. Is it fair that she puts that stress on you but doesn't change anything that creates the stress?
No, not when it's something that's happens over a long period of time and it's a behavior that's not changing.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. All while not even having to take care of her car bills and other bills. Because of mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
It's not my fault I'm loved.
You're enabled. You're spoiled.
I'm loved.
You're
well
loved. You're well loved.
loved.
But they are not actually treating you with proper love. Love that will benefit you in the end. I'll call the parents in the post show, but I'll let the boyfriend go for now.
You trying to ruin my relationship, Caleb?
No, I'm trying to fix it by you getting your shit together so that it's not transferred to him when you guys become married, if he even allows marriage. And I want to get you guys to marriage if that's what you guys want to get to, but you're doing everything to go opposite of it. You're spending on bullshit minimum, what is it, about 75% of your income? It's insanity on bullshit.
Well, have a nicer tone with my mom. She's a very nice lady.
No. Any other thoughts here, boyfriend?
Not off the top of my head. I'm glad she's having this conversation with someone.
If you guys find it allowable, be her accountability partner. You need to hold her feet to the fire because right now this is beyond unacceptable.
Yeah, that's something we'll talk about.
Good luck. Potentially run.
I feel like you're trying to break me up, Caleb.
That's kind of fucking stupid, I'll be honest. But what's not is actually getting a checking account that gives you free money. Free money. We like free money. You can get up to $350 in bonus cash right now when you sign up for the checking account that I use, Chime. Also, it makes your savings grow at a 3.5 APY interest rate. Guys, you can watch Financial Audit and get free money at the same time. Who would have thought? That's incredible. Check it out. Link in the description below. Sign up for Chime. Get that $350 right now in your checking account. If budgeting apps make you feel like this is for you. Most people who struggle with budgeting aren't irresponsible. They care about their money, but they get overwhelmed every time they look at it. They download an app, connect their accounts, and try tracking. But within a few days, it feels like a homework assignment they're failing. Too many categories, too many rules, too many red alerts screaming at them about what they did wrong. So, of course, they stopped opening it. Not because they don't care, but because it makes them feel worse. And here's what nobody talks about. The stress isn't coming from your spending. It's coming from having zero clarity in using tools that turn money into a failing grade. Have you ever thought, I just want to know where my money's going without being judged for it? You're not alone. That's exactly what we built DollarWise. If you want a calm and clearer way to see where your money is going, try DollarWise. Download the app today and get a 3-day free trial. No setup nightmare, no manual tracking, no pressure to be perfect. Just connect your accounts, see where your money is actually going, and decide if it works for you. Click below to download DollarWise and see if this helps you feel more in control without the stress. And if it's not a fit, cancel anytime. No, I want you guys to actually be able to get married. He's never going to let you guys get there if you don't get this shit together and actually act like an adult for the first time in your life. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then you take out the personal loan and then you fuck it all up again?
Take out the personal loan, rack up all the debt again.
Uh-huh. And then last month alone, $2,200. There's minimum on bullshit. Minimum. Not even a question. No way. Fuck you. It's there. Look at the chart. You can read. You went to theater school.
I can read.
Capital One, $5,576.67. Minimum monthly payment, $184. What is going on with this? Because that's an insanity of a balance. Insanity.
Yeah. So that credit card I've had since I was 18 years old, and I genuinely don't remember the last time I didn't carry a balance on it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you spend literally triple what you put towards it. You put the minimum payment towards it, and you spent $632.11, while $128.34 of interest accrued. It is almost maxed out. It is accruing interest. You can't pay it off to save your life, yet you spend over $600 on it. Why possibly? Why the f?
Because there were things I wanted to do, and
more than marriage.
It's a tough one.
Oh, boyfriend, you should have heard that.
It's a tough one because it's hard to...
Boyfriend, just to let you know, James Grill is much more important than you in your future.
I was actually with him.
Well, you still chose it. You spent the money. You're choosing that because he is not getting married until you fix this shit.
It's not more important.
You don't fix this shit by spending $200 on James Grill.
It's not more important than marriage to me.
Yet you do it instead of actually fixing the thing that is going to allow you guys to get married. That would suggest it is more important to you through the behavior of it being more important to you.
It's just anything that I didn't have in my checking account that was over $50, I put on a credit card.
Why? What's the logic?
That was just my rule for
Your rule?
That was just my like mental rule that I had. Like if I didn't have the money in my account and it was over $50, I just put it on a credit card and I didn't think about it.
Okay. And the logic behind it is that helps you?
Doesn't come out of my checking account, so it just didn't seem.
Checking account. So that's what matters.
That's the number.
Credit cards don't matter to you. Then you're not a credit card person. Not even close. If your logic is as long as it's not coming out of my checking account, if it's being added to a credit card, it's okay.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought. That was that. I mean, that's what I think.
I was gonna say because you again spent triple what you put towards it in terms of payment.
That's what I think. Credit cards, it's not as quick. It's not as. I don't want to say real. I mean, I guess it's not. It's not as real. It's not as quick
Well,
coming
it's
out.
affecting your credit. Interest is accruing. It's f***ing you.
It is.
How long does this take to pay off if you make minimum monthly payments only and don't purchase, of which you're incapable of?
19 years.
22 years.
22.
22 years, and yet you still won't be married. How does that sound?
Not great.
Well, that's where you're literally headed.
The credit cards were just what I was using. I mean,
also, the lady who always pays her bills has had a late fee this year. Every time, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a late fee.
Oh, every time. What is wrong with people like you?
No, I know I had a late fee on there in 2021 one time.
No, you had a late fee this year one time.
Then I didn't know about that because I didn't
No
see it.
shit. It's just so interesting that those who are the most confident that they're never late are the ones that I know for a fact will have a late fee.
What's
What's wrong with you?
I genuinely didn't know.
I know. That's ridiculous.
Because I know there was a time in 2021 that I didn't pay that
Dude,
bill
I don't
once.
give a fuck about 4 years ago. It's 2025 and you've had a late fee this year.
Does it say when?
This year?
Does it say when this year?
No, but it's year to date.
Okay. What was the amount?
29, that's a late fee.
29.
Listen, on here, Wix.com, James Grill, McDonald's, the Nugs, more important than you, boyfriend, by the way. Winning got some bullshit. Thrift store, smoking, vaping.
Okay, so that is Delta 8 gummies. I do not smoke. I do not vape. I used to.
You edible.
I quit 2 years ago. But
Until you just purchased that?
No. Nicotine. I used to smoke cigarettes.
But you're doing
vape.
edibles.
Well, because those specific gummies are legal in South Carolina, and that's the
They're
only.
legal. Well, I don't know about Delta 8 specifically, but listen, I was I'm still okay with weed, but I was actually much more pro like a decade ago when studies were first getting started. We didn't really see negative things. Now pretty much any study that comes out over the past 5 years or so shows that really it's not great. It limits your absolute development all the way through like your entire 20s. It increases your risk for many cancers. There's much more dependency than people are willing to acknowledge. It's not dependency as in like you get off it, you're gonna feel like horrible headaches or itches or shakes or anything, but you will feel down for a while if you are on this on a daily basis.
I'm not on it on a daily basis.
Okay, if it's just for a little fun here and there, I'm okay with it.
It's every now and again. I don't drink very often, so that's kind of I will when I go out with my friends.
Chili's, Spotify, Uber, McDonald's, CNBC. $25 for CNBC. What are you doing?
I couldn't even tell you what that is.
I can. It's CNBC. You know what CNBC is? The news? Financial news? Dude, you have a subscription to CNBC and you don't even know it.
Nope.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sitting here. I'm trying to think. I'm like trying to rack my brain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, over $1,100 has gone to interest this year so far.
Damn.
On this card alone. So, for example, of this year, an entire third of a month that you worked went to just paying the interest on this. By the end of the year, a half of a month that you will have worked this year only went to the interest on this card alone. I guess CNBC has stores in the airports like
Yes.
things.
Okay. That makes more sense.
A few newspapers, maybe?
No,
CNBC,
so
'cause
that
it is
would have
CNBC
been
News.
so. I went back home to Chicago to see my family. That would have been at the airport.
Okay,
That's
so
why
bullshit.
What am I getting?
No, at the airport, dumbass.
Sorry.
You don't need entertainment while you're there. From South Carolina to Chicago. You have your phone.
I'm assuming that was something.
You're paying for Spotify.
I'm assuming that was like grabbing food
I'm
at the
assuming
airport.
it was dumbass.
I'm assuming that
Also,
it was.
you went to Chicago for back-to-back concerts, let's be honest.
I did.
So fuck off, family.
I did go to see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So my mom bought the tickets for us to go see this concert, and I decided that I was just going to make a trip out of it because why not?
Go for another concert.
I did see another concert while I was there. We went to see a baseball game. I went to one of my friends is in a band. I went and saw her gig. We went to the Renaissance Fair. We just made a whole 6-day long trip out of it off of the fact that my mom got us tickets to go see. We went to go see the Goo Goo Dolls.
Half a month of your work just for this interest rate. And this weekend, you're going to go see Renee Rapp.
I am.
Thank you.
I drive to Atlanta on Friday.
You can't afford dick. You can't afford anything.
I already paid for it, so it.
Yeah, you'll get food, you'll get gas, you'll get bullshit. Come on.
But it's already paid for.
Merch, not everything.
Feels like it is.
But that's not how math works.
I mean, the Verbo's paid for, the concert's paid for.
Yes, I know, but not everything you're going to do well there and not the get there, get back. Or a hotel, which you'll probably do.
I won't get a hotel. We already have accommodations. That's paid for.
How much did you spend?
It was
100,000? And that's more important than your boyfriend.
No, it isn't.
Okay, well, it clearly is through your behavior. This is at a 28.96% interest rate of death, of insanity, of stupid. Accommodations aren't free. You still spent money on that. I assume Airbnb of friends.
Verbo.
There you go. That's not free.
No. I mean.
No,
it's not.
United. Oh, we know you like to travel and fly and bullshit and insanity. Oh, she spent she spent about 3 times that she put towards it again. That's wonderful. She made her minimum payment, then she spent $840.09. What is wrong with you? What the fuck are we doing? Again, you say you want this wedding, yet you then just go and do this. Last month. What are you doing? What's going on with this card?
So I opened this card earlier this year.
It says $7,491.29 at your income. That is disgusting.
Yeah. So I opened that mainly because I knew that I was going to be flying to and from Chicago a couple of times. The O'Hare is the hub, is one of the hubs for United. So I fly United mostly. They have direct flights from Charleston to Chicago. So it made sense at the time. When I opened it, I got a statement credit. And then in order to get the mileage rewards on it, I had to spend, I think it was $3,500 to $4,000.
You can't spend money though. That doesn't make any sense. See, you're not a credit card person. You cannot manage credit cards. Sign-up bonuses make no sense for you because now this is accruing interest and being ridiculous.
I mean,
if you pay it off immediately, you get your bonus. It's so stupid. You can get the Fizz card. There you go. You can do that. Debit card that builds credit. So you get all the rewards, you get the benefits, but it only lets you spend what's in your checking account, which we know you're incapable of following that rule. So it at least forces you to. And also, while we're at it, I mean, if you decide, oh no, I don't make enough money as an elementary school teacher in South Carolina, which you'll probably decide at some point. If you want a career outside of that, I'll get you a course career certification. A lot of people in our audience have used it. A lot of guests. They've boosted their income. They've gotten better jobs. You can get that for free. So, you just let us know when you're ready for that. But, I mean, this is insanity. 19 years to pay this off. You're not a credit card person at all. Sign-up bonuses, you. You can't pay off the cards.
I mean, the sign-up bonuses.
Yeah? What about them?
I told you, I have impulse control issues. So
Yeah?
I think to myself, the sign-up bonus, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then it just builds and builds and builds. And then I look back and I'm like, how the hell did I spend $7,000? But I bought flights. I bought my concert tickets on there. Some of one of the purchases on there is the Renee Rapp concert that we're going to this weekend.
Sick. So you just did it. So it's already paid for. It just happened.
No.
Yeah.
I bought the tickets a while ago, but you're gonna hate this. I didn't realize. So there's a way that you can do it on the United card where it's like, it's an interest-free payment installment. And I didn't know what it was. So for the Renee Rapp tickets, I ended up clicking it because I was interested in what it was. And so it has an interest savings balance that it charges. So it doesn't charge the interest on the tickets, but it also charges a fee.
Yeah, a monthly fee of $727 a month.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I knew that one was gonna.
While also getting food at China Master, Domino's, going in and getting some bullshit. The Charleston Nail Spa. By the way, ain't cheap. It's $61.20.
Hey, these
Island
nails.
Cabana. Audible, go to the library. I know there's one in Charleston. It's a city that exists. Amazon, UA, Infilt.
So that's Wi-Fi on the plane.
You download shit. Don't be a dick. Download shit. Download shit, you dick.
That's so I can do school.
Your school. Download shit.
I'm paying $9,000 a year for
you
that.
can do it before and after.
I do my school.
Come on,
the plane.
Dick.
I buy the
That's
Wi-Fi
not an
so that I can do
excuse to
school.
fly. Oh, so I actually have time to do school.
That's
you.
not an excuse to fly. I'm just saying.
You.
Okay.
Bolero, Hudson News. More news we're paying for.
That's the airport.
James Island. There's more in-flight Wi-Fi. Cooper Shock.
Cooper's Hawk.
The Alani energy drink? That's so stupid. This makes no sense.
They just okay.
It's stupid. Here's the thing. Here. Free sample. Make this with water. This is the GG energy drink.
They came out with their witch's brew.
Oh wait, this was just used.
Oh my God, an empty piece of plastic.
Here
You
go.
must really love
that
me.
one has free samples. You can get your free samples of this. But instead of this fucking dumbass bullshit, and I get, but they have comparable flavors and
They
everything.
came out with they had the witch's brew.
Stop. We just did a blind taste test on this. This is, I swear, it is just as good, if not better. The thing is, you can make your energy drinks at home with the powder in it. It's 25 cents a serving instead of blowing you're on like $4, $5 a serving. You get it, gamersubs.gg, use code Caleb for your free samples. Test out which flavors you want, then you get 10% off with my link. 25 cents a serving plus 10% discount. It's like making your coffee at home. Dude, you gotta do this. No more. You cannot afford these one-off energy drinks. Make your energy drinks at home. I will give you so many free samples. Just make them at home. The flavors are just as good. I swear. They're fucking awesome.
Have you ever had the witch's brew from
Yes,
Alani?
absolutely. Yes.
It's not as good.
No, you don't know. You haven't tested it, you dick.
I just know.
No, we did the blind taste test. Gamer Subs is incredible.
Do they have like a caramel apple flavor?
Gamer Subs is incredible. Review all their flavors.
Okay. Just saying.
Dude, 25 cents a serving. Make your energy drinks at home. I don't understand this. It makes no sense.
That's
just like coffee,
what it is. I'm just telling you.
Just like coffee, make them at home. It's so stupid.
Well, I do have an espresso.
More James Island and McDonald's and yeah, you're getting fees for that thing. And then $500 of interest is here. It's ridiculous. It's at a 27.99% interest rate.
Yeah. I mean, I do make my coffee at home for the most part. I do have an espresso machine. There was a little bit of time that I was out of my Nespresso pods, so I was going to Starbucks.
That's kind of expensive anyway. Like, I would rather you, listen, not that you can afford it now, but maybe get gifted an actual espresso machine. It is so much cheaper. The Nespresso pods they don't taste as good.
They're
and
like
they're more expensive.
$1.25 a serving.
Exactly. That's insane.
They're good.
Yeah, so is espresso. Espresso.
Like espresso.
Yeah.
At least you don't put an X in the word.
No.
No, my boyfriend.
That's what I make every morning,
My boyfriend puts an
espresso.
X in the word, and I hate it.
I make espresso and I frost some milk. Latte. Boom. Cheap. And it's good.
So I do for sometimes make my coffee at home, but whenever I'm out of my pods, it's an expensive thing to.
And you go to Starbucks, literally the worst coffee you can get outside of 7-Eleven. Like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? You're in a city. Shut the fuck up. Pull up your Amazon for me and start a screen recording.
Okay.
And it's at a 27.99% interest rate. That's right.
Alrighty. I'm on it.
Give.
I'm just going.
Give.
You can say please.
No. We'll black out private information. Screen recording good. What are you afraid?
A little.
What would you be embarrassed of?
You saying how much I spend on Amazon?
Well, yeah.
That's the thing that I'm nervous about.
Oh, you got some high boots. Don't need that. I'm sure you have clothes. You got clothes. I'm sure you have that. Clothes. I'm sure you already have clothes. Knee pain relief. That thing's okay.
I did get that.
Bracelets. I'm sure you didn't need them. Pens. It's not the absolute worst. This is just going back to like the last month. My goodness. Lash clusters kit. Better than going and getting your lashes
I do
done.
my lashes
But
at home.
all this clothes and bullshit and insanity and the boots and the bracelets, you do not need, and it's so fucking stupid. What's in the cart right now? You got a dress for $50 in the cart. Don't.
Okay. It's this dress, but in pink.
I'm going through TikTok shop now.
It's okay, but this dress is amazing, and it's this dress in
Shut the
pink.
fuck up. I don't care.
I don't think I've purchased anything on TikTok shop in a while.
Well, let's see what a while is. I'm here to confirm.
I think the last thing I got might have. Okay.
A shower head?
Oh, I did buy my shower head off TikTok shop.
Some gummies or nutrition bullshit. Some packets of Hello packets and
The Nello
bullshit. Bags, pants, dresses, more shower heads. You return that one. You got a bag. You got nutrition. Powder crap. Snowy thing. It's just all bullshit. It's all stupid. No wonder you think my TP fund's ridiculous, because your spending in that category is ridiculous. By choice, by fun, by you. Okay, Bank of America. Cruise, celebrity cruise.
Yes, it's a travel card for
I
cruising.
have 2 double travel cards. Why? Well, you can't afford life. You can't even pay off your debt. Why are you thinking of even getting cards in the travel space in general? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
So that one I got a couple years ago, and
also probably stupid.
I was going on a cruise with my mom, and she got one too. We just wanted to have the like onboard credit that you get for purchasing on it. So I got that card, opened it, and I don't spend on that one anymore.
Yeah, I don't see spending right here, but
No.
you're only making the minimum monthly. Well, it was
A little
a
bit
couple
over.
dollars higher, which makes no sense. I don't understand the strategy of a couple dollars higher on a few cards, but making like no like what? That's not a method.
I have
That's not any method that
it's
anyone
not
uses.
it's not meant to be a method. I have
What the fuck are you doing?
I have enough monthly payments on my credit cards that
I spend more than you make then.
What?
Spend more than you make.
I do. So the monthly credit card payments that I have, when you add all of them together and the personal loan that I pay, minimum payments is about all I can do. So I just do
No shit. And then you spend even more than the minimum monthly payments on the card. So you're not doing anything.
Well, you just asked what the strategy was. I'm just telling you that
The strategy is to spend more money than you put towards them. This, even with your little extra payment, is still going to take 5.5 years to pay off. 5.5 years. 5.5 years. No marriage. Because why would he? That's your method. That's your method, is no marriage.
That's okay. So
It is.
part of
Had a late fee this year so far. Is that your method? Late fee. Uh-oh, another one. Didn't know that happened. There it is. $258 of interest this year. Almost a full month of work completely gone with interest across everything we've looked at so far, including the personal loan.
So with that credit card specific, or with all of my credit cards, I guess, yeah, I end up spending more than I make. There are a few different things that I like. Obviously, like I go and I get my hair done, I go and get my nails done. I do those things. There are a couple things that I collect in general that I buy.
What are you collecting? Collect husbands.
I don't know if my boyfriend would appreciate that.
Yeah, you
We'll
stop
collect-
at
we'll
one.
collect one.
Maybe that's what you're trying to do. I
collect
guess
a single
not.
one.
Your hobbies are more important. What are you collecting?
I collect two things. I collect swords.
If you want to land a high-paying job but don't have experience or a degree, then you need to learn about Course Careers. It is the easiest way to land the high-paying career that you've been dreaming of. I've done financial audits for hundreds of people, and what I've learned is that the single biggest factor someone can take to improve their life is getting a higher-paying job. And that is why I've been such a huge promoter and even an investor in Course Careers. The way it works is you simply go through an affordable online course to start a new high-paying career path. They teach many different in-demand jobs jobs ranging from technology sales to accounting, construction project management, the trades like electrician, plumbing, HVAC, supply chain, and many others that can be done remotely. And the coolest part about Course Careers is their platform works for people who don't have any previous experience or degrees. Their courses teach you everything you need to know to land your first entry-level job. And they have a 100% free introductory course for each career that teaches you all about what the job is like, how much money you'd make, and how exactly to land your first job was starting from scratch. Click the link below to sign up for one of their free courses today. Starbucks is bullshit and a waste of money, and you already know that by making your coffee at home and investing the rest. So now you need to do that with your energy drink as well. Make gamer subs at home for just 40 cents a serving. And honestly, it literally tastes better. And we proved this accidentally via a blind taste test in our Hammer Elite show, Fat and Fatter.
The #1 ranked energy drink is Gamer Subs.
Literally, the cherry flavor is insane.
Listen, you can also get free samples to see if you like it, or 10% off your order at gamersubs.gg, or click that link in the description below. Type in code Caleb.
I know that one always gets a head turn. I studied stage combat in college as my minor. And so I collect various.
You have no money.
And then,
how are you in a position where you can say you collect anything?
And then the other thing I collect is jelly cats.
What the is that? What even possibly is that?
They are.
Show me. We'll put on screen.
Okay. I didn't want to bring I have one on my keychain that I didn't buy. My boyfriend bought for me, but I didn't want to bring him in because I knew you'd throw him.
Well, if you put it in my face,
yeah.
Yes. Why?
His name is Nathan.
Why? Why are we spending money on this?
I like them.
Why?
Because I do, because I'm a girl, because they're cute, because they're soft.
Girl doesn't mean that doesn't make sense. That's not how this works mathematically.
So I have, I think like 15 of them, just different ones.
How much are they?
They're expensive. That one is, I think, like 25.
Oh, what are you
I didn't buy that one. That one was a gift, but
basically, like peanut-looking versions of La Boo Boos is more important.
You have a La Boo Boo behind you.
Oh yeah, I purchased it for content. It was like it goes again. It's a business expense. It works.
Do you write it off?
You know, my CPA will figure that out.
So the thing about like jelly cats is like they're very
stupid and preventing you from getting married.
A lot of people collect them. A lot of people want them, and so when they go in stock on the shop, they usually sell out.
Fads move so quick. People are already getting over the Labubu's.
I was never into the Labubu's.
I don't care what you were into. People move in and out of things so quick. It's not Jelly Bean where people are into it for decades. Beanie Babies where people are into it for decades.
Jelly Cat's been around a long time.
Yeah, and I don't hear about it. And I hear about people collecting shit all the time. Listen, this isn't going to go the way you think. Maybe it will for a second, but I don't know. And you're willing to pay late fees you're willing to have the jelly bellies instead of paying your bill on time. Because this is the second one this year so far. Jelly bellies above that.
Jelly Cat.
Jelly Cats above paying our bills. Jelly Cats above paying off debts. Jelly Cats instead of being free from our parents. Jelly Cats instead of marriage. That's what you are choosing.
I really like them. That's one of the things that
husband potentially in the future, if she's lucky, which you hear that? She really likes them.
He bought me that one, and then so he also
you just bought a top of the line MacBook Pro for school. You don't need a MacBook Pro for school. The M4, M5, M3, M2, M1 chip MacBook Airs are incredible for school. You're not doing pro work. You're not rendering videos. You're not doing 3D shit. You're not processing AI GPU heavy requirements.
No, but my degree is fully online. So
yes, and the MacBook Airs are incredible. The M-chip MacBook Pros are incredible.
I think I had
Airs.
I think I had a MacBook Air before.
Yes, but probably not an M-chip.
Maybe not, but I had my previous computer I had for like 6 years.
Yeah, the Airs were not great before the M-chip. I'll be completely honest. It doesn't matter. Top of the line MacBook Pro? That's not even close. You're not a pro user. You're not. You don't do anything. You use Google Chrome.
I need to be able to make sure that
Which you can without a top-of-the-line MacBook Pro.
Well, that's
You can do anything you need to do. Tell me one thing you need to do that requires a pro machine.
there's nothing that I specifically
There
need to
you
do.
go.
Okay.
Shut the f up. How much did you spend on your MacBook Pro?
My computer cost me $2,000, I think.
No, you could have easily gotten the $1,100 MacBook Air that I get employees on the. Lindsay uses her Air. Brandon has his Air right there. All the non-video editors have Air, and they can do everything on multiple displays.
It might have been cheaper for being like a student discount, like go back to school.
Which means you got an even more computer than you should have if after the discount is a $2,000 computer.
But I think it
your
was
computer
a
would
$2,000.
your computer would have been about $1,100 before discounts.
I'm not totally positive.
Come on, that's all you need, and that's the 15-inch model versus the 13 Air.
I mean, I had the MacBook Air prior to when I got my computer before.
But if you did any research or had any conversations with anyone, any of the people at the Apple stores, anything, you would have known that you could have got an M-chip MacBook Air. They're completely different machines.
Was that a thing? Like it?
Yes! The Airs have been for a few years now, you
Why
tit.
are we yelling?
Because you're a tit. You're spoiled and you think you need the top of the line. And you choose it over marriage. You choose it over paying your bills on time. You choose it over everything.
I destroyed my last
Oh,
computer
yes,
for
your
being in school.
Intel-chipped MacBook Air. No one gives a fuck about those. No one would advocate for those. No one would advocate for the Intel-chipped MacBook Pros even.
I don't even know what an M chip is.
They're Max chip. What's it called? It's like M1, M2, M3, M4. I think we're on to 5 or 6 now. You don't need anything more than that for what you do. You're a browser user. You're a browser.
Well, I do use some studio editing stuff for whenever I film. Like,
Still, the Airs can handle anything you're doing. I guarantee you. Guarantee what you're doing. A iPad can do what you're doing. Guaranteed.
I do have an iPad for my undergrad that I use on occasion.
Die.
I used to take my notes on that, but now I take them all just like on a notebook. It's just easier for me.
South Carolina Federal. Credit score 662. 664. Not great. It's, in that range. It's
My
fine.
credit score's always been in like the good range. And so
It's in the mid.
exactly. So that's why I was like, well, I don't need to worry about it. 'Cause
Oh, student loan.
yeah.
Now, obviously deferred because you're in school.
Mm-hmm. I've never paid on my student loans because when I graduated my undergrad, they
COVID
were
times.
still being deferred by the government.
Yeah.
And then by the time
You've
that
been in a blessed period for these.
yeah, well, when I started, the year that I started was going to have to start paying my student loans back. I didn't make enough money, so I was on the income-driven repayment plan.
Yeah, which they're kind of.
And then I went back to school. So I know that plan doesn't exist anymore, but then I went back to school.
It doesn't, but there's the new RAP plan, which will start next year. That is the repayment assistance program sometime next summer. With where your income will be, you're likely, okay, what's the total amount you will have borrowed by the time you graduate grad school? Because you're at 44,698 right now.
It'll probably be 60 to 70 just in student loans.
What's wrong with you?
Well, because
let's call it 70.
undergrad and graduate together, because a good amount of that is my undergrad.
So some of these, especially non-subsidized ones, like the interest rates aren't going to be the best that you're getting right now. Your minimum payment under RAP, I'm guessing, you should be on like about an $800 payment, but you'll probably be on about $200 to $300 on your income.
The idea of paying my student loans back actually makes me sick to my stomach.
Why? You went and got a bullshit degree and now you're getting a master's degree that luckily is a relatively cheap master's online degree, but honestly, again, for something that won't be the highest income, just in that state at least.
I know, it's just I haven't ever paid on my student loans, so I just...
Why does it disgust you? Like, oh no, I got a service and product that I paid for, and now I have to pay for it?
I'm nervous to have to start adding that into my...
that makes more sense.
Into my stuff. I don't know. I know that it's going to not be the easiest transition.
Well, you'll have a little bit of time after graduation, but I mean, what's your income going to be? Do we know?
As a teacher?
What's your teacher going to be? What are you doing exactly?
Elementary school, so...
Just a random elementary school teacher.
Yeah, I haven't... Like, I don't have a job offer anywhere because I'm not licensed yet.
No shit. I'm just... Okay.
The Schedule 1 salary for masters in the Charleston School County District starts at like 58, something like that. At least that's what it was when I started my program. It might be slightly different now, but
Let's find out, because even your payment might even be lower with that.
I do know
about 50. It starts at about 50 with someone a master's degree, Charleston area, new teacher. Yeah,
I know that there are like breaks with student loans for people that are in education. I don't know what they are.
What do you mean, breaks? Student loan forgiveness?
I don't know
Well,
what
there
it
are
is.
certain things if you work in certain school districts, which are pretty high demand these days, because, you work there for quite a few years and then your student loans get forgiven. It's public student loan forgiveness.
Something
But
like
you
that.
have to go to like a special district for that, where it's usually underserved.
Well, there's a chance that I might go and teach in Illinois too. I'm planning
but
on
Illinois,
getting.
those school districts are completely maxed out. I saw that online the other day. All the school districts that people wanted to do in Illinois that are those lower income, underserved communities that will have teachers have their student loans forgiven are all hired. They're hired. I'm sure there's openings here and there, but a lot of people go for it. Median pay for teacher salary in the Charleston area is only 58, so you're not going to go up that much higher. For elementary schoolers, it gets a little lower, 56,430. So your raises, it's not even great. You start at almost where everyone is in the middle of their career, which is not a good sign. It's not a good sign.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of return on.
No, there isn't, which is why I'm confused that you're doing it in the income situation that you're in. Probably because you've never learned the respect for the dollar. You think mommy and daddy will always be there. You've lived a comfortable life. You're not worried about anything.
I want to.
You're not worried. You've never had to be worried.
Well, the thing with going into education is I like working with kids. I enjoy.
I understand but you just don't understand what this goes. Sorry, continue.
Well, I like working with kids, and I want to be able to have a career that offers me the kind of work-life balance that I want. And I want to be able to spend time with my family and travel and see my friends and go and do all of those things. And
you'll get the summer, spring, winter break. I'm sure you'll love that. But the pay kind of comes with that. And the pay is, you are not going to be living the lifestyle that you are used to. What's your income right now? What's your salary? 60, right?
60.
So you're taking a step down, first of all, and you're already over living your 60,000. You're probably living like an 80,000 hour lifestyle. And yet we're taking a 10,000 hour pay cut? And what world is this happening? There's time to travel. Where's the money to travel? Like, there is a realistic part of this.
There's a probability that I'll end up serving or bartending while teaching, especially like in the summertime.
Well, then where's the work-life balance where you could have just got a 9-to-5 better job that has better vacation? That has good vacation. You'll never get 3 months off, but
I like this the F&B lifestyle enough that like if I were to go back to it just to serve or work like that.
Yeah, but that's not work-life balance. You already in order to do this job that you're trying to justify to get the 3 months off, you're already destroying your work-life balance in order to afford the life that you're doing. So the logic is broken. It doesn't work.
Maybe I'll.
She says she doesn't purchase on TikTok Shop. It's the first purchase on her checking account, by the way.
I said I don't think I'd done it in a little bit.
You just did. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good. So
I did.
logic there completely
I'm
flawed.
assuming that was what was the amount for that?
$29.41. Listen, I know they pay your car bill, but is it in your name or is it in their name? The debt.
Their name.
Okay.
It's in my mom's
What do you
name.
have?
I have a 2020 Nissan Versa.
Okay. You're very lucky. You're very privileged. You're very spoiled.
Yeah. I like to say well loved. That's my.
It is loved. It's just incorrectly loved. Because they're enabling you and they're not setting you up for success. Look at you at 25, floundering around, not knowing what the fuck you're doing.
They're trying.
No. They're not trying to not to enable you. They're trying to love you and do what they think is best. They're just wrong.
When it comes like the car and everything, at some point I'm gonna take on the car payment. Like I said, they want me to be out of debt before I do that, which I'm very grateful for. But
yeah, well, also, it's in their name. I don't care about you taking over the car payment. It's their debt. They chose to do this.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. If it was in your name and they're paying for it, yeah, I'd want you to take that over. But no, it's their car.
Yeah.
They're just letting you use.
They bought it for me when I was 20, when I was in college.
Spoiled. There's a brand new car. Wow.
21 maybe?
A little bit of jealousy. That's okay. $170 what you started with in your checking account. Like, what the what are we doing? And we're going to, while we have that, we're doing TikTok Shop, McDonald's, Sphinx. And Sphinx? What's Sphinx?
That's a gas station.
You went in and got some bullshit twice. Yeah. $3.05, $2.10. Make your energy drinks at home. 25 cents at a serving.
It was my electrolytes.
Link in the description.
Guess
what?
it.
In the hydration version, there's electrolytes. 25 cents a serving. Stop with the stupid $3 purchases at a gas station, people. Use code HAMMER.
I run to the gas station. I buy my electrolytes. I run
You
home.
don't even have to run to the gas station. You can run wherever you want and then make your little thing and shaky, slurp, slurp, slurp.
I like running to the gas station.
Cool. Run there, don't purchase, and then have a slurp, slurp, slurp.
It's not as fun.
You're right. Sacrificing for a better life is not as fun.
Running sucks in general, so I just...
Sacrificing for a better life is not as fun. You are correct. You have to choose what you prefer, fun or sacrifice for a better life. Grande Rio, Ulta, Starbucks store, Sweat House.
So that was a membership that I had that I actually canceled.
Well, good. You better have.
When I looked through all these statements.
Southern Brews Coffee, Minera, went and got some bullshit. TikTok Shop, Apple, DoorDash. Fuck you, DoorDash over marriage. Reversephone.com. You searched up a phone number.
I did. I didn't realize that was still charging me. Someone spoofed my phone number, so I was trying to figure out who the heck kept calling me.
Who did it?
Don't know. It was some random person in Washington.
There you go. Some and Jean Brew and or I think that's a firm maybe or some bullshit or Bath and Body Works as well. Appleville, Starbucks. Appleville went in, got an energy drink. Second State of something. It was a restaurant. Father's Mustache.
It's a bar.
Cinemark, Dutch Bros, McDonald's complains about not having enough money in her checking account. Look at all this. This is insanity. Dutch Bros, McDonald's, Tattooed Moose, Appleville, DoorDash or Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins, Huntington Bank, Canva, Dunkin' Mobile, Cooper's Hawk, Heroes Coffee and Bag, Lyft, Zelle.
I was
Whispers Oak, Jimmy John's, Around Cafe, Bolero, Dunkin' Mobile app, Benny's Beverage, Domino's, Hallmark, Dunkin' Mobile app again, Tuscany, Kickin' Chicken, Appleville, White Pages. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was in Chicago for that, a lot of that time, so I did spend a lot of money when I was out there.
Have you overdrafted this year?
No. I've never overdrafted that account.
Well, you said you never made a missed payment, so I don't know.
That I do know.
Pull up your phone again. Pull it up and give.
Where am I going?
Give.
Just my phone in general?
Yes.
All right.
I know how to navigate a phone.
Well, you don't. I thought maybe you were going to my bank app.
No.
This is a very vulnerable moment for me.
What are you scared of?
What are you looking at?
Okay. You have eating app, a Lucid calorie counter, Strava, run, bike, walk. At least these are health focused. iCloud Plus, I'm okay with that. Teresa aesthetic photo app, $39.99. Fuck you. That's stupid. Get rid of that. And photo editor. Fuck you. Get rid of that.
I think
you've had Lose It before as well, and then canceled. Beauty Plus, CapCut, notably smarter AI note, Bumble. Premium.
Okay, old.
Yeah, back in spring. I said had.
Okay, I was gonna say don't go out there and f my relationship
Luna,
up.
Tick to do calendar, Apple TV. You've had every subscription in the world.
Yeah,
Hinge Premium. That was late last year. Schmoody, Mood and Habit Tracker, My Bar, cocktail recipes. All right, drunk. Clear Wave. And then May 1st expired this year. Hinge Premium. Bumble Premium again. So many Bumble Premiums. Pixar and Tolan.
The Charleston dating scene is god awful.
Well, yeah, it's Charleston. You wouldn't think that's where necessarily the hot and youngs are going.
No, the Charleston dating scene is god awful.
It's an old person city. Still love it, but
it is an old person city. And the ratio of men to women is god awful too.
More women?
Yeah, it's like a 3-to-1 ratio. Yeah, there you go.
Brandon, shall we?
It's hard to meet anyone. I met my boyfriend just doing a run club together, which is kind of like the adult version of dating apps, the in-person version of dating apps at this point.
Except half the time you'll get canceled. But all right, total income now is $3,750. Let's get your debt minimum payments, not including your car. So just the credit cards. The personal loan's $152.45. The Capital One's $184. The United is $334.53, and then $43 goes to the Bank of America.
I would recommend budgeting off of $3,400, not $37.
Why?
401k contributions.
Okay, $3,400. That's fine. Yep, take the free money. $713.98 goes to minimum payments, which is already disgusting.
I know.
From the $3,400 that hits our account, we're talking 21% already goes to debt minimum payments, none of which are an asset. That's not even student loans. That's nothing. Just credit cards and a personal loan. What's your rent?
$858.
Utilities?
I budget $120
Is that
to
including
$130.
internet?
Yes.
We'll call it $130 then. Phone bill?
Don't have one.
Okay, when you do helium, if T-Mobile's good in that area, it's like $15 a line.
Okay.
There's a $0 plan too, but that's if you don't use data much. But that's fine. Do you pay for gas?
I do.
How much?
I budget $65 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
It might be a little less because I'm not driving
we'll
that
do
far.
$130. Car insurance, do they cover that? Car payment, they cover. Dude, you're in such a blessed position. Necessary food, $300. Use the meal plan, use the cookbook, meal prep, warm up, overnight oats, all these different things that you're doing. TP fund, $150. You have a little extra room thanks to your parents.
I mean, we
Healthcare.
could bump that up.
Cute. I bumped it up from 100 to 150. Okay, medical healthcare, are there any copays?
Yes. So I copay. I'm trying to work out with my insurance right now to cover something. So right now I copay like $80 a week for something. I see a chiropractor.
Why?
I have a really bad back.
Okay, times 52 divided by 12.
So right now my
Back things. I think chiropractor, the only thing they've medically been able to figure out is some neck things. I don't think back they've officially in a medical.
It's my hips, my spine, and my
still.
neck are all misaligned. I might have to go see a physical therapist. It's a whole.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so we're gonna budget $347 a month for that. Jim, how much?
Though that's just really quickly. That's just
yeah.
that.
How much more?
$16 a month for one appointment, and then my medication costs me, I think, like $40 a month.
Okay, so medical is $403.
Okay.
How much for Jim?
$31.99.
Subscriptions. Let's try to do 25. Let's try to do 40. I saw Canva as well. Okay. Is there any pets?
No, I don't have any pets.
Anything else that needs to be in the budget that I have not put in?
I'm trying to think. I try and put aside a little bit of money in my budget in case I have any kind of appliance issues. Like we just had to fix our washing machine.
No, that's savings. That's emergencies.
Okay,
that's not in the budget.
Then no.
Separate. That's where you're putting money aside. Let's see how much you have left over. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think there's anything else.
$2,748.78. And 87 cents, sorry. Minus the 3,400 leaves you an extra, let's just call it $650. Okay, let me give you $50 for fun. It's not much, but it at least gives you a little wiggle room. Let's call it $600 left on a monthly basis. Okay, the bad debt is $17,204.51 divided by that 600. It's not horrible. I mean, it'll accelerate. Well, actually, it won't accelerate after school because your income will go down. You're gonna have to work 2 jobs when you first start teaching. You're gonna have to do bartending and stuff. But right now, this is going to take basically 2.5 years to get debt free. Call it another 3/4 of a year to get a fully funded emergency fund. So 3 years and a quarter, 3 years and 3 months, 3 years, 3 months, debt free, fully funded emergency fund. You can accelerate that though by picking up some extra shifts, being a bartender now outside of this works. It's hard with school, so probably not. But once you're that teacher, then you're going to go be a bartender as well to at least make what you're making now, but hopefully a little more as well.
That's my
That'll
hope.
help accelerate this. Maybe you'll get blessed and have a slightly higher than $50,000 a year teaching job, but that's kind of where people are starting. It might even be under because that's median. So it's a hard place to be in, but 3 years and 3 months is not bad for financial audit.
Really?
Now, when we incorporate student loans, that is going to be a new minimum payment, which is going to make it harder for you to accelerate the process. So I need you to take care of it as much as you can now. before that starts hitting. So we need to limit our minimum monthly payments by the time that payment hits. You'll get on the wrap plan, so you'll still have a lower payment, but
I mean,
chunky amount of student loans.
yeah, it's not a great amount of money towards my education, that's for sure. With student loans, paying them back, this is just a question I have for you. Student loans paying them back while you're in school.
No, doesn't make any sense. Why would you? You have so much debt that's going to take longer to pay off from when you're in school. You have high interest debt that is riskier. Pay off now. Federal student loans at least has extra protections and hardships.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I'm gonna do her financial score, but remember, I'm gonna call her parents in the post show. Get ready for that. And I will confront them about this enablement once and for all. Spending in a budget, 0 out of 10. Debt? It's not horrendous. For your income, it's bad, but it's not like the worst debt in the world. And that's honestly because of your parents. They make it acceptable, but 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, nothing in savings, 0 out of 10. What's in retirement, if anything?
$700. I
1
just
out
started.
of 10 for starting. Real estate, 0 out of 10. No, 700. It's a 0 out of 10.
I just started putting into a 401k this year.
Hammer financial score rounded up 0.5 out of 10. Click that join button. 3 premium shows posted every single day, Monday through Friday, including an extra 20 minutes of each episode called the Financial Audit Post Show. Right now, I'm going to call her parents. I'll see you there. I just found out in between filming the episode in the Financial Audit Post Show that her parents came to the rescue and is bailing her out again.
They gave me.
What? How much? They gave you.
That's crazy.
That's an insane number.
It's 2 of those credit cards.
This is insane. She's never gonna learn. She's never gonna learn. Don't forget to download the new DollarWise budgeting app. This is officially now the best budgeting app on the market, and I'm giving you a special deal to download, but only through March 31st. Take a free 3-day trial to test it out, and then you get the monthly plan at a 33% discount for the first 3 months, or the annual plan at an insane 50% discount. And with the annual, you get my budget-friendly cookbook and my brand new 30-day detailed budget meal plan signed by me and mailed directly to you. After March 31st, the cookbook is going away forever, so this is literally your last chance. Don't miss the opportunity of a lifetime. Download DollarWise and start your free trial. Go to dollarwise.com or click the link below.